India is preparing to release a new GDP series, updating how economic growth is measured. The base year will shift from 2011 to 12 to 2022 to 2023. Now this matters because GDP numbers shape government policy, influence market sentiment, and guide investment decisions. But before we understand what the revision changes, let's step back and understand the basics. GDP or Gross Domestic Product is the total value of all final goods and services produced within a country's borders over a specific period, usually a quarter or a year. Think of it as the economy's report card. If GDP grows, businesses are producing more, incomes are rising, and economic activity is expanding. If GDP slows or contracts, it signals weaker momentum. Economists measure GDP in three different ways, each offering a separate view of the economy. First is the production method. This adds up the value created at each stage of production across sectors such as manufacturing, agriculture, and services. Second is the expenditure method. This totals spending across the economy, household consumption, business investment, government spending, net exports, that is exports minus imports. And third is the income method. This sums total earnings in the economy, wages, profits, rent, and interest income. All three approaches should, in theory, lead to the same overall number. In India, GDP data is published by the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation or MOSPI. For every financial year, 5 sets of estimates are released: first advanced estimates, second advanced estimates, provisional estimates, first revised estimates, and final estimates. Each round incorporates more detailed and complete data, including industry surveys, consumption surveys, and administrative records. That is why GDP numbers are often revised over time. Nominal GDP measures output using current market prices. It captures both changes in production and changes in prices. Real GDP removes the effect of inflation by using prices from a fixed base year. This allows economists to measure actual production growth, not just rising prices. That is why real GDP is more widely used to assess economic performance. Gross State Domestic Product or GSDP measures the total value of goods and services produced within a state. It shows the size and growth of a state economy. State Directorates of Economics and Statistics compile these figures using local data sources aligned with national methods. GDP per capita is calculated by dividing total GDP by the country's population. It provides a rough indicator of average income or living standards. A country may have a large GDP, but if its population is very large, per capita income may still be modest. Governments use GDP data to frame budgets and adjust fiscal policy. Central banks rely on it to set interest rates. Businesses and investors track GDP to gauge demand conditions and future opportunities. Now, the upcoming revision introduces several updates: a new base year of 2022-23, adoption of double deflation, adjusting both inputs and outputs for inflation, improved measurement of the informal economy, greater use of real-time data, including information from the Goods and Services Tax Network. These changes aim to make growth measurement more accurate and reflective of today's economy. Follow Business Standard for more stories.